How you guys doing today? In this video, we're going to talk about the time where I kind of took mushrooms for about a week straight. And, I'm going to tell you guys more of my opinion on psilocybin. And we're going to talk about how I felt and how I really liked it so far. Or, whichever way, how I felt. So let's take a little dabber, shall we? And then we'll go deep into it. And then, hope you guys are chilling and with your little munchies or whatever you're hitting on or whatever you're doing and whatever. Let's see how it goes today. It's day 3 of the mushies and it's about 30 minutes since I took it. I only took a half a gram so far. I'm going to take another half a gram when I get on the train. I've been getting used to it at this point. I mean, I just got a haircut. And it's fire, you know what I'm saying? I went to a new barber shop. They're doing pretty good. We took very long with it, but it's, I was like, all right, whatever, fuck it. I'm getting a haircut. That's all that matters. And it's gray outside, so I was going to see the sunset, but ain't no sunset tonight. Damn. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all, let's go. Let's go out instead to the same spot, maybe. Actually, you know what? Maybe I might go to Times Square if it's not too bad. It's kind of a bad idea because then I'll look like a fucking zombie after a while after the joint. Because, I'll tell y'all the story like in the beginning of the video, but I fell asleep on the subway train and looked like a zombie for like at least like a good amount of time, for like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. And I woke up, I missed my fucking stop. And I'm like, fuck. Hopefully that shit doesn't happen again tonight. I'm on caffeine now that I took like way earlier this morning for a pre-workout. So, I don't feel tired yet, so let's go. Times Square was way too damn packed. I'm like, God damn, I'm not even gonna find a place to sit. It was too many people. Today's the last day of the microdose, and I skated all the way out there. You know what I'm saying? All the way to Canarsie Park, to the pier. You know what I'm saying? Looks pretty nice. And I'm enjoying it. Problem is I have no water, so I might not be here very long. And it's a very long ride to get here, so I'm gonna try to enjoy it a little bit. So honestly, I was kind of very nervous of doing shrooms at first, like microdosing, but I did my research and everybody was saying they were fine, and they had nothing but positive messages about it, and I had to be very careful of my mind state of everything I was doing. So the first day that I've ever tried the microdose was in like June, and you guys saw the video. I really, really liked it. I felt more heavier and I felt more euphoric, and I wanted it to, make me feel a lot better. So the reason why I started taking it every day was in this phase, I just wanted to see how well my depression kind of goes down. I want to see how well my mental health goes. And I didn't want to do it too much because I didn't want to, fry my brain, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, during that week, I just felt really, really, really good about myself more and more. And mostly because the psilocybin kind of messes with your serotonin receptors. And the downside is that you'll develop a high tolerance for mushrooms as well, but it doesn't take too long for your tolerance to go down because you only need like about 3 days at least, 2-3 days. But as I started taking it, I felt the weed a lot more, of course. As I smoke a joint, I would feel a lot more higher. And as at one time I mixed it up with weed and alcohol, which is kind of a bad idea. Don't recommend it. But I mixed it up with that, and then I still felt really great. I didn't feel too much too trippy, Like my very, very first mushroom trip was back in January. I took like around almost 2 grams, and I was really, really kind of tripping at that moment. I was mostly in my head. My thoughts were kind of intense, and I was like very emotional. And I thought I was going to be emotional throughout the microdose trips, but surprisingly I wasn't. If anything, I was just a lot more happy
more happier and more euphoric and more talkative at times. But one interesting part about mushrooms is that it makes me more sleepy, especially if I take it at night. Maybe it's the specific strain that I'm hitting on, but when I take it at night, I always feel mad sleepy, or even during the day sometimes. Like when I take it during the day, like I feel very sleepy easily. You know, especially after like an hour or two of just feeling like a little kid again. I just feel like, oh, I need a nap, and then I take a nap, and then that nap would last for like 9 hours. But do I like it more than weed? No, I don't like it more than weed because it's very expensive and it's not something I could really do every single day. But weed is something I could do every single day. But yeah, it can be a little bit expensive, but not as expensive as mushrooms. But who knows? Maybe if I grow it myself one day, with mushrooms or weed, I can, make it more easier for myself. But yeah, I mean, also another thing, I want to do this with a girlfriend one day. Like, but I don't have a girlfriend right now. But hopefully, I will find somebody. I don't know if I ever will. You know what I'm saying? Like, knock on wood. I don't have no wood around me. It's all the way over there. But because the reason why I want to do this with a girlfriend, because like you will talk about stuff that you won't talk about when you're sober and stuff, and you'll get to know each other like very differently and things like that. I mean, it's kind of fun doing it with a homie, but doing it with a girlfriend is more like it's more intimate, you know. And you'll with your homies you won't really talk about certain shit that you won't talk about with a girlfriend. I mean y'all guys know what I'm saying, but yeah, like I mean hopefully one day, but what else? Yeah, I mean, I don't really recommend it to anybody too young. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody unless you do your research. I did my research and I watched a bunch of videos and how people felt, and I decided to do it myself. And I had a really good time, and I'm more open to doing more microdose trips in the future and trying out different strains as well as out here it's kind of very limited, but it's kind of very fun once you find that once you find some. But yeah, that's kind of all I want to tell you guys on how my experience went. I like it a lot. It wasn't really a bad experience at all. um like I would say the time where I felt mushrooms the most was definitely back in January where I took it for the very first time. But yeah, I would definitely recommend anybody that's open minded to take shrooms, that wants to take shrooms, do like a point 0.5 to a gram. Just if you don't want to see the visuals, if you just want to feel it out, you know what I'm saying. But you'll kind of know what I'm saying as you take it. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys my experience, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are enjoying your days. I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, peace.